Hello, friends. I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? Hope it's fantastic. Everything here is pretty good, and this is actually going out a lot earlier than I expected it to. And told you yesterday there's a conference that my work hosts, and I was supposed to run board game night tonight. In fact, I did run board game night tonight. Just nobody showed up. So I left. Like, well, there's games sitting there if anybody wants to play. But on my way out, there were zero people in the conference center. So I don't think anybody had any intentions of going to board game night, which is frustrating. But at the same time, I get it. I wasn't sure what to expect. I took a bunch of entry level, code names and King of Tokyo and King Domino, like just stuff that I could teach real quick. But it's a weird conference. This used to be a pretty big show, and then of course 2020 happened, and last year we brought it back, and we hadn't done it since I think 2018. I don't think we did it in 2019. Maybe we did, but we had some attendance issues last year, and that's carried over to this year. So they're just while I feel like this year's show has been better in a lot of ways, like I feel like the sessions that we've been in have been better, and the exhibitors seem happier. They're getting a lot more interaction with clients. Attendance is down, and it's just been we haven't got buy-in from educators, which is what this is really geared towards. So this is a conference that's geared towards higher ed, state, local government, K-12. And we're just, I wasn't sure what to expect. I expected some people to show up, but nobody showed up. It is what it is. But it's been an interesting show. I got there at 7:30 this morning. We had issues yesterday. I didn't expect to be there as late as I was yesterday. But this year we went with we decided to partner with a event like a company that specializes in event management software, not necessarily event management, but we have an app for the conference with registration and all that sort of stuff, lead retrieval on badges, all that. So they sent us stuff. They sent us iPads and printers so that we could have self-check-in kiosks and people could print badges and stuff. And they sent us all of that, and they sent us badges that weren't printed correctly. So they were completely useless. And last night we had to scramble to make our own badges on the fly, buying label paper and making badges. So I got there early this morning and tried to help out as much as I could with getting those badges together and organized so that people could pick their badges up, which means that there's not lead retrieval stuff isn't working. It was a complete nightmare, but we got everything up and running, and it was good. I thought today was a good day, and this is something that my work has done since I think 2012 was the first year we did it. I wasn't working for them then, but I was working for state for K-12, so I went as an attendee. We went every year and had a really good time. It's always been a very good conference. But, oh well, nobody showed up. There was also, concurrently, we had team trivia running at a local restaurant down the street, so I think a lot of people went there. And then one of the vendors, there's a really cool little restaurant that's like just right down from the convention center. And one of the vendors bought the place out for the night. So open bar. So I think that was starting at 8, and I think a lot of people were just waiting for that instead of trying to get into something. So it was frustrating because part of the reason that we did the board game night, the team trivia, that sort of stuff, was the feedback that we got in years past was that there was nothing to do. Like there was no social aspect to the conference. It was just sessions, food, and then leave, right? And so we tried to add some social stuff, and then nobody took advantage of it, which is frustrating for me. But at the same time, like, I got to come home early, and I was hoping to not have to spend my entire night there, and I didn't have to, so that's good. But I would have liked to have people board games. We had lots of cool stuff there I could have shown, but didn't. So didn't get to eat dinner. I stayed at the conference center until 6 because that's when game night was supposed to start, and I waited around for about 45 minutes and then decided that was enough and left. So I'm gonna go get dinner because all I had was some cheese and crackers. And I'm going to relax a little bit and spend some time with Malia because we haven't seen each other much this week. So, yeah. What have you been up to? Anything going good in your world? Tomorrow, hopefully I'll be out of there by like 4 or 5, and I'm just not going to hang out. I'm going to be done, and that's it. I'm out. Yeah. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends, wonderful people. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should know sounds smart is restive and is an adjective meaning impatient and stubborn. Audrey was so worked up about her first summer abroad that her excitement came across as restive. Restive, R-E-S-T-I-V-E. That sounds... I would have expected restive to mean like rested, like at a restive state, meaning rested or resting. Weird.